Yahoo's CEO says internet companies are being put under serious pressure by the US government not to talk about what information intelligence agencies are requesting. She said even talking about the PRISM spy program could see her face charges of treason. RT's Marina Portnaya has the details.
Well, Yahoo and Facebook are among the big data companies that have faced mounting criticism for violating users' privacy by complying with the NSA surveillance program. But according to Yahoo CEO Marissa Mayer, her hands were tied, and rejecting government requests would have amounted to treason. Ms. Mayer made her comments at a San Francisco TechCrunch press conference where she and Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg were told the audience that they were obliged to comply with Washington's spy programs. Ms. Mayer told those in the crowd that it makes more sense for big tech companies such as Yahoo to work within the system, and fighting the NSA through lawsuits have so far proved unsuccessful. She also said that she's only allowed to disclose a limited amount of data because releasing classified information surrounding NSA programs is punishable with jail. Mr. Zuckerberg went on to say that the Obama administration, he believes, has done a bad job at balancing national security and citizens' privacy rights. The Facebook CEO said that the White House's initial reaction to the NSA spying revelations have worked against the interests of U.S. tech firms that are operating abroad. Now, this is the first time we've heard from the heads of such big corporations speaking publicly about the NSA scandal while acknowledging that the spy agency requests user data, and those requests can't be rejected. In the meantime, it seems that every week the public is receiving new details about how pervasive the NSA's tactics have been and how much authority this agency actually wields. All of this is an indication of the NSA's power, and that power actually recently came to light this week when a computer science professor at Johns Hopkins University, a prominent university in the United States, was actually forced to take down one of his blog posts on the university's site after he posted an article about America's spying program. Now, the post was written by cryptography professor Matthew Green. It was highly critical of the NSA, specifically how he says the reckless behavior of the agency in attacking online security astonished him. Now, Green said the acting dean of the engineering school of the university told him that if he doesn't take down his post, his critical post on the NSA, he would need a lawyer. And this, of course, left a U.S. professor fearing for his academic freedom.
I wrote a post about these new revelations that came out last week about the NSA breaking encryption, breaking cryptography. That's my research area, so one of the things I do is I write a blog that's focused at technical people, but also at journalists and people who aren't, cryptographers themselves. So I tried to take a pass at this story and explain what it meant that the NSA was breaking this technology. And that led to the blog post, which a lot of people read. Somebody somewhere made a decision that there might be classified material on this blog. The instinct was to shut the blog down rather than to sort of investigate that. I think that was a mistake. I don't think I'll ever know exactly where that came from, and I hope it never happens again.
Now, according to some reports, the NSA and the Department of Defense has strong connections to part of Johns Hopkins University, and that's what led for this pressure to be put on the professor. But after it became public, according to recent reports, the university has backed off and now has allowed this professor to publish whatever material he wants to.